Dear students, good morning to one and all. Today, I am conducting revision lecture on module number 2nd, that is environmental degradation. So dear students, one by one, I will explain about what are the points which I had discussed in module number 2nd. The first most important point in the module number 2nd, it was the meaning of environmental degradation. So dear students, when we see the dictionary and find the meaning of environmental degradation, we can find that it is deterioration of the environment through the depletion of resources such as air, water, and soil, and the destruction of ecosystem, habitat destruction, the extinction of wildlife, and pollution. It is defined as any change or disturbance of the environment provided by undesirable, that which we can calculate with the help of simple formula, that is I is equal to PAT. Here, dear students, I means environmental impact, P means that is human population, A means, dear students, our economical growth, okay, our per capita income, its influence, and T means, dear students, the technology which we are using, okay, in the production system. With the help of that formula, dear students, which we can find how much environment is degraded. Okay, so after that, dear students, next you see this picture. So in this picture, here is shown about the degradation of forest resources. Okay, after the rapid deforestation or cutting of the trees. Then, dear students, I will detail discuss about definition of environmental degradation. The United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction define environmental degradation as the reduction of capacity of the environment to meet social and ecological objectives and needs. That is called as environmental degradation. Okay, so here is clearly mentioned about the reduction of the capacity of the environment to meet the social and ecological objectives and needs. Okay, and dear students, now at present, in most of the areas, the degradation of environment, it is a major problem. There is found reduction in the capacity, okay, of the environment to meet the, okay, needs and objectives of the people. Okay, that's why it is very serious issue. You see this picture. So in this picture, okay, a fire is here, okay, and because of that, there is found environmental degradation and creating the problem in the environment. Then what are the causes which are responsible for degradation of environment? So dear students, you see, these are the causes. First, most important, high quantity of exhaust gases resulting air pollution, deforestation, high number of industries such as mining, disposal of chemical effluents causing water pollution and land pollution, and domestic sewage. Okay, after that you see unplanned urban development, secondary pollutants, agricultural runoff, toxic pollutants, the population explosion, and the solid waste pollution. So these are the causes which are responsible for environmental degradation. Okay. So after that, dear students, when environment is getting polluted or degraded, so what will be its impact? You see, dear students, its impact will be on ecosystem. Okay, ecosystem of the environment, that will be collapsed. Their balance will be disturbed. Then loss of biodiversity, pollution problem. It may be air pollution, land pollution, okay, noise pollution, and water pollution. That pollution problem will be major. Okay, then land degradation. This problem will be create. It affects on our agriculture activity. Then losing the beauty of the mother earth. Okay, so these are the, dear students, major impacts of environmental degradation. After that, next you see, dear students, solutions to environmental degradation. What kind of solutions which we can use? First most important solution, stop the deforestation. That means stop the cutting of the trees, save the trees, preserve the trees in the environment. So naturally, okay, it will be maintain the balance of the environment. Then government regulations. Okay, so whatever rules and regulations which are published or made by the government, so everybody has to follow. Okay, then another, fines and punishment for illegal dumping. So fine provision and punishment provision, it should be there. When that kind of provision will be there, so automatically people will follow all the rules and regulations. Then reuse and reduce waste generation, avoid the use of plastic. Okay, plastic, it is non-biodegradable material, and mostly it is affecting on environment and the ecosystem of the environment. That's why the use of plastic, it will be under control, and at the time of using, you should be used very carefully. Then spread the education. Okay, when the peoples are educated, when they are aware about why environment is getting polluted or environment is getting degraded, so then they will be take care. So you should provide education, okay, through the educational system as well as through mass media. Okay, then convince others. So everybody has to convince the others for taking care about the environment. Okay, so dear students, that was the major solutions to stop the environmental degradation problem. After that, dear students, next you see, on this point, okay, I had given home assignment question. So this was the home assignment question. Define environmental degradation and explain its various causes. Then explain the impact and solutions to environmental degradation. Okay. After that, dear students, next, concept of waste. So this is another point in module number 2. Okay. So dear students, we all know that waste is generated by the number of activities which practiced by the human population. Okay. Before discussing about that different kinds of waste, first you try to understand what is waste. So dear students, any substance, it may be solid, liquid, gaseous, for which no use can be found by the organism or system that produces it, and for which a method of disposal must be devised is called waste. Okay, this is very, very simple definition of waste. After that, next you see, dear students, factors of waste generation. You see, dear students, these are the four most important factors which are responsible for generation of waste in the world. First most important, the level of economic development. Second is the standard of living of the people. Then third is industrialization and urbanization. And fourth is the size of population. You try to understand how these four factors are affecting on the waste generation. When economic development is more, automatically its result, the rate of generation of waste is more. If the standard of living of the people is high, its result, the purchasing power of the people is very high. They purchase lots of things. They use lots of things to meet their needs, and automatically waste will be generated there. Then next, dear students, industrialization, urbanization, you know, and you are aware about this. I had detailed explain about how they are responsible for generation of the waste. Okay, and size of the population. If population is more, so automatically, okay, so the rate of generation of waste will be more. Okay, so that's why these are the major factors. Then dear students, you see different sources. Sources कौन कौन से हैं? So dear students, you see these are the 7 most important sources of waste generation. First is domestic waste. Okay, it is generated from your household areas. The waste is spoiled food है, wastage paper है, plastic bags है, okay, tins है. So these are the domestic waste. Then industrial and commercial waste, particularly from industrial and commercial areas. 3 type of waste is generated there. That is solid waste, liquid waste, and gaseous waste. Okay. Then clinical or biomedical waste. So particularly dear students from the clinical and biomedical areas, medical sector. Okay, needles, bottles, then syringe, then glass tubes. Okay, that kind of material, it become a waste. Then from agriculture area, dried grasses, dried and wet leaves, first. So that kind of waste it is generated from agriculture area. Then animal waste, that is animal dung, excreta, and bodies of dead animals. So this is responsible for waste generation. Nuclear waste, radioactive minerals and metals, that which we are using. Okay, so it is responsible for generation of waste. Then mineral waste, it's include, dear students, heavy toxic metals like lead, arsenic, cadmium. Okay, so these are the mineral resources mostly responsible for, okay, waste. Is it clear? So these are the, dear students, 7 most important sources of generation of waste. After that, dear students, next you see classification of waste. Okay, so dear students, whatever waste we generate in the environment, we can classify it into different types on the basis of different categories, on the basis of different criterias. So now you see, dear students, this is the first criteria which we are using for classification of waste, that is on the basis of physical state. On the basis of physical state, So dear students, we can classify waste, okay, into solid waste, liquid waste and gaseous waste. Okay, solid waste जो है, so it is generated from different human activities like construction, industries, mining, okay, commerce, offices and factories, etc. Liquid waste जो है, it consists of sewage water from domestic and industrial activities. And gaseous waste, dear students, it's include poisonous gases, okay, from the industries. After that, dear students, on the basis of impact of waste, so we can classify waste into two different types. That is hazardous waste, okay, which is very harmful to the life of the living organism. And second is non-hazardous waste. It is less responsible as compared to hazardous waste. Okay, and basically, dear students, this non-hazardous waste, okay, we can again further subdivided into two types: biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. Okay, so biodegradable waste, that is, dear students, the waste we generate from your home, that is wastage food, okay, and then vegetable waste, that is biodegradable material. Non-biodegradable, that is plastic, okay, glass. So this is non-biodegradable material. So that's why at the time of using this material, we have to use very carefully. Okay. Then another criteria which we are using, that is on the basis of composition. On this basis, dear students, we can classify waste into two different categories. Not two, three different. We see first is e-waste, second is plastic waste, and third is biomedical waste. E-waste means the waste which is generated from electronic and electrical equipments. You see in this picture, so there is shown about the e-waste. Okay. Most of the computers are there. Okay, and another electronic and electrical devices are there. Then plastic waste, everybody knows and aware about plastic. Okay, it is very harmful to the environment. Then my biomedical waste we generate from the medical sector. Okay, after that, so this was the home assignment question which I had given to you. Okay, so first was define waste and explain its various sources. Then second was explain in detail the classification of waste. Okay, then next, dear students, global warming, environmental problems, environmental issues. So in this topic, I had discussed about global warming. Okay, so it is a very serious issue at present. Okay, most of the peoples from the world, they are suffering from this environmental issue. So you listen, what is global warming? Global warming means, dear students, increase in the average temperature of the surface of the earth. You see in this picture, the surface of the earth, it's become very warm. Why the temperature increases? So dear students, because of increasing the percentage of greenhouse gases in the environment, the temperature of the earth increases. What are the greenhouse gases? First, most important, carbon dioxide. Second, CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Third, methane. Fourth, ozone. Fifth, nitrous oxide. Okay, so these are the major greenhouse gases which are responsible for increase in temperature on the Earth's surface. And why the percentage of that gases increases in the atmosphere? Because of human activities. What kind of human activities? Industrialization, urbanization, agriculture development, transportation development. So because of these human activities, so These greenhouse gases are emission in the atmosphere, their percentage increases, and automatically, okay, temperature increases. Okay, then greenhouse effect. You see, when the temperature increases, particularly on a particular place of the earth, because of greenhouse gases, it is called as greenhouse effect. So it means when temperature increases at only one particular place or one particular area because of greenhouse gases, so it is called as greenhouse effect. You see in this picture here is shown about greenhouse effect. Then greenhouse gases, you see carbon dioxide, CFCs, ozone, nitrous oxide, water vapor, methane. Okay, so these are the greenhouse gases. Then what are the effects of global warming? So first, dear students, extreme weather conditions. Okay, so it means extreme weather conditions means during the day, temperature will be very high, and at the night, so temperature will be very low. So this contrast situation, it is called as extreme weather conditions. It will be happen because of global warming. Then it will be affect on biological factors of the environment. When global warming problem increases, ice will be melt on Antarctica continent and high mountain areas, and all that water it goes to oceans and seas or in lowland areas. So automatically the sea level will increases and it affect on the coastal areas, people and their development. Then agriculture pattern will be changed. Human health, it will be affected. Okay. Loss of plankton due to warming of the seas and oceans. Water shortage problem will be created there in the world. So these are the serious issues or serious effects of global warming. Okay. So you see the pictures which are related to that. This is extreme weather conditions. Okay. In some areas, heavy rainfall is there because of greenery is found there. In some areas, there is shortage of water. Okay. So droughful situation is there. This is extreme weather condition. Then submergence of low-lying areas. You see the coastal area, it will goes under the water and affect on people. Then loss of plankton in oceans and seas. So because of warming of the seas and oceans, and it will affect on aquatic ecosystem. Then biological effect, you see effects on agriculture factor. Okay, so agriculture will be damaged. Then you see, dear students, before and after global warming. So what was the condition of Alaska mountain? So dear students, you see, before global warming, this was the situation on Alaska mountain. So ice was there. Okay, peoples were enjoying. Okay, but after the global warming, you see all these ice melt. Okay, and all that water it goes. Okay, through the rivers to the oceans and seas. Okay, this is the after global warming picture. Is it clear? After that, you see, dear students, drought in California. Okay, so this is the drought-full condition after the global warming in California, and this was the before global warming. Okay, you see how was the situation, how was the condition of this region, and after global warming, you see in this picture. Okay, so after that, next, dear students, that is Muir and Riggs glaciers. Okay, you see this is the picture of 1941. Okay, this was the condition of this region, and after global warming, you see, okay, what was the changes in 2004 in this region. Okay, then another remedies to control the global warming. Okay, so dear students, For the control of global warming, which we can use these three measures. First, reducing the use of fossil fuels. So that is the use of coal, use of petrol, use of diesel. Okay. So these are the most important responsible factors for the generation of greenhouse gases. And greenhouse gases are responsible for increase in temperature. So that's why we should control on this. Reduce carbon dioxide emission from the different industries. Okay. Then another, reforestation. You should plant the trees. Forest has capacity to absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and maintain the ecological balance. So that's why we should plant more number of trees, okay, around us. So these are the some of these measures to control the global warming problem. After that, dear students, next you see, this was the home assignment question, okay, which I have given on this topic. That is, define global warming and explain its various causes. Okay, then explain the effects and measures of control global warming. Okay, so dear students, after that I will share the link of attendance in your chat box. All of you fill your attendance very carefully. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, so all of you got the link of attendance in your chat box. You just click on that link, attendance form will be open. Okay, you fill necessary required information and click on submit button. Your attendance will be recorded here. Okay, so after that, dear students, next you see, so I had detailed discuss about waste management. So in this topic, I had detailed discuss about what is the exactly meaning of waste management. Then what is the definition of waste management? Okay, the definition which is given in Wikipedia. So I had detailed discuss about this. Okay, then I had detailed discuss about what are the benefits of waste management. Okay, that is the better environment will be create when we manage the waste, reduce pollution problem, okay, conserve energy resources, okay, and create employment. Okay, then methods. You see, dear students, these are the methods which we can use: collection and transfer of waste, landfills, okay, incineration, composting, and ocean dumps. Okay, then role of citizens in waste management. So that is, dear students, segregation waste at a source level area, environmental literacy, use of eco-friendly lifestyle, okay, adoption of appropriate or soft technology, okay, strict implementation of rules and regulations, okay, adoption of conservation practices and buyback policies. So these are the rule, okay, of the citizens has to play very strictly for the waste management. Okay, and that was the question. Define the concept of waste management and explain its various methods and explain the role of citizens in waste management. Is it clear? So regarding that, dear students, I had detail explained in module number 2nd. So this was our revision lecture. So anybody is having any doubt after explaining all these points? If you are having doubt, you should ask me in chat box. Hurry up. We have only last 1 minute. Anybody is having any doubt? Hurry up, give a response. Give a response very fast. Okay, so majority of students, they have given response, no doubt. Okay, dear students.